Welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. Well, it's a Sunday afternoon in Australia, and as you can hear, there's people mowing their lawns, and earlier they were whippersnippering. I actually mowed my lawn yesterday, but anyhow, it's getting rather late in the afternoon, and I've decided it's time for a beer. So why not do a beer review as well? Anyway, this time around, I'll be reviewing Carlsberg. 4.8% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled in Australia by the Foster's Group under the authority of the Carlsberg Breweries in Copenhagen, Denmark. Now, this is an interesting bottle that I'm holding here because it would probably be the last batch of Carlsberg brewed in Australia by the Foster's Group. Due to the SAB Miller takeover of the Foster's Group, I think Carlsberg is now being brewed by Coopers, although I haven't seen any of the Coopers brewed Carlsberg out there yet. Well, they could also just, import it straight from Denmark as well. I don't know, but yeah, perhaps if I do get my hands on the Coopers brewed Carlsberg or the Carlsberg straight from Denmark, I'll have to do a revisit. Anyway, I think it's high time I stopped babbling about Carlsberg and cracked it open and made an assessment of it. As you can see, it comes in this not so lovely 330ml green bottle. Hopefully it's not skunked. Alright, so let's crack it open. Alright, and I'll pour it out into this Pilsner glass. Haven't used this Pilsner glass for a while. Okay, give it a nice pour there. Okay, so let's make an assessment of the appearance. Well, looking at the appearance, it's incredibly carbonated. That I was not expecting. And yeah, in terms of its color, it's a very pale, clear golden color, and just a little over one finger of really bubbly, like white head there. Alright, so yeah, I think the camera is actually really picking up just how carbonated that is too. Very effervescent, one could say. Anyway, let's move on to the aroma now. Okay, well, I'm getting a very sweet smell, of grain there, and there's quite a bit of grass present too. Although I could just be picking up the grass that the next door neighbour is cutting. No, only kidding. But yeah, look, it's your typical Euro, pale lager smell, I suppose you could say. Anyway, so that does bring us to the most important part of the review, the taste test. So cheers to you all. Alright, well, it's got a nice hot bite to it. There's some fairly mild, sweet malts there up front. The bitterness is, of course, very minimal, only there for balancing, and yeah, it is, as expected, very light-bodied, but not, to the point where, I would call it watery. So, yeah, the first impression is that it's fairly decent. So let's have another gulp. Alright, well, it is really holding that taste profile. It's certainly one that's going to be very drinkable and very sessionable too. This is definitely one that's made to please the masses. There's nothing offensive about it taste-wise, but there's nothing about it that really stands out either. Anyway, what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, I do need to have another gulp. Well, all in all, Carlsberg is a decent brew, and you could do a lot worse. I actually had it on tap years ago, and I think I enjoyed it just a little bit more than this bottle. But anyhow, what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10 today? Well, I think it's deserving of about a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. Alright, well, there you have it, folks. A 7.5 out of 10 for Carlsberg. Anyway, that does bring us to the end of yet another SwillinGrog beer review. I'll let you all go before Rex starts barking. Too late. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and until next time, fare thee well, all.